Hello YouTubers, Rival X Factor here, and time for another episode of The Control Freak, where I teach you how to master guns and talk about the situations in which they're probably best for and which ones to avoid. Today's subject is the G3a3, and 2 weeks ago I did an episode of Boiling Point where I got multiple accusations and a crazy vote kick started on a 64-man Karkin expansion server. All because of this gun. Now, here's where I made a mistake. I used foregrip by mistake in that video. You should not use foregrip in this because this gun has zero to little horizontal recoil. I love reflex sights no matter how big the map, but I do very well with them. But feel free to use a larger scope if you need to, because of the strengths of this weapon are sheer distance. It can be a competitor at close quarters and medium combat, and I'll talk about that, but at distance, you're going to be out sniping snipers. So let's talk about the pros of the G3a3 first. It shoots 34 max damage up close. The minimum damage with the heavy barrel at 90 meters is 22. An M16 with the heavy barrel is 18.4 and its drop off is 65 meters. Which would you prefer? Obviously the G3a3. The next thing is the bullet spread. On the G3a3, it is substantially less. It's half, while standing still, of the M16A3. Where is it worse? When you start to move around and aim like this and shoot like this. It's roughly 30 to 40% higher, which is not good. Where is it worse? When you try to hip fire while moving with the heavy barrel. It's 30 to 40% higher. Hip firing with this gun is just painful, whether you're standing still or whatnot, with the heavy barrel, no matter what you do. So keep that in mind. Where does this gun excel? Long distance. So let's first shoot a couple rounds of the carrier, not moving, not countering a recoil. And again, I'm not counting a recoil. You could see a tiny bit of horizontal recoil, but very little compared to probably 90% of the kits. So no need for foregrip because that just penalizes you over distance where this gun really shines at. So let's counter the recoil. Let's burst a couple. There's my let off. That's how far I drug my mouse shooting those 10-ish bullets. Another 10. There to there. As you can see, very, very tight bullet patterns. Let's do some distance shots now. Not bad. You can kind of mag dump at this distance a little bit. But probably the best at this distance and beyond is 4 to 5 round bursts. Those first 4 bullets are right on target every single time and will destroy people across the map, bringing on the accusations and hate. Now let's talk about the negative. And I did this a couple times in the video. I didn't understand how bad the bullet spread was while moving until I used the gun further. So let's do those same bullets, the same burst, while moving. Not good. Not good. Huge penalty for moving while ADSing. Huge penalty for hip fire while moving. Look at that. Good luck hitting anybody from that range. So let's go a little closer. Not good. Not good. And before we go, let's look at some hard data from Simthic.com. The first thing I want to look at is the bottom left-hand corner, the time to kill. This can be pretty deceiving because these are based on every bullet hitting from the gun. And obviously with the G3a3 hitting for 34 a bullet up close, that's going to kind of tip this scale just a little bit. So what penalizes the G3a3? The rate of fire, and that's it. The 21 the mag, that's it. Everything else is too good to be true almost with this gun. It's very well balanced long range to close quarters. You can two-shot people with this gun from 12 meters in, and it doesn't take a double headshot to do it like a lot of the assault rifles. It takes one headshot and a body shot, or a chest shot, headshot, or double headshot. Why? Because it does 33.415 damage per bullet at that range. Double that up and add a bullet wherever it may land, as long as it's chest, I should say. This gun is a beast at long range, but be very careful up close. That rate of fire, coupled with the very poor spread while ADSing and very poor spread while hip firing, can get you a lot of trouble. But how can you come out a winner? Nail those first 2 to 3 shots, do the tight spread while standing still, while ADSing, and you will destroy people. So keep that in mind as you pick up this kit the next time. Long range maps, Karkin maps, all day. Want a challenge? Go play some close quarters with this gun. You'll rack up some kills, but you also miss out on some opportunities where faster firing, quicker reloading, bigger mag guns would have helped you survive. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode of Control Freak, and don't forget to check out the video below, including the accusations, angry people, and vote kicks. Take care, YouTube, and as always, thanks for your support.